Hi, welcome back to Inspire DIY. My name is Max, and today I'm going to be discussing why you should avoid shopping on Amazon. Now, I realize that this is probably one of the most controversial topics to discuss on my channel because, and as for full disclosure, I am both an Amazon seller and Amazon buyer as well. So I'm pretty confident to discuss about these topics in terms of knowing inside and out how things run in the Amazon business, as well as being the customer myself. I really hope Amazon doesn't ban my seller account for discussing all these topics because I just want to provide you guys with some of the information. And don't get me wrong, I love shopping on Amazon. I think the Prime shipping is great, and the customer service, the return method is like very convenient for the customers. But there are certain things to discuss, and these are the reasons to why you may not want to consider shopping on Amazon. Firstly, I think it's important to discuss what a buy box is, so that you understand all my points a little bit better. So buy box essentially for Amazon is what you see as a customer and the price that you would purchase from. And you may not realize this, but say you want to go purchase a mouthwash on Amazon, and there might be several sellers under that one particular listing without you realizing, but you'll only see basically just one that's what the buy box is. It's basically like Amazon's algorithm to determine who will be the next seller to basically make it up to the top of the list and will sell that particular product. And it will kind of sort of alternate around here and there depending on a couple of numerous factors that they consider, like the feedback, mostly the price is probably one of the biggest things. Also like the feedback, reviews, and all those other things involved. Which brings me to my first point, that Amazon is a free market. So compared to other platforms, and honestly, I can't really say this well because I'm mainly selling on Amazon, and this is a platform I understood best in terms of how things work in the e-commerce world. And by what I'm saying by Amazon being the free market is that any sellers like myself could hop onto a particular listing and then list it at whatever price that I want to list it at. So if the particular product you're ordering has like very low ranking in terms of being purchased by a lot of people, then the odds are there'll be a lot more sellers making this price of the product that you're buying. So in the example I gave earlier, like a mouthwash, would be at a more competitive price. Whereas if you're looking for a particular product, so I'm selling some like coffee mix product that I noticed that there seems to be a bit of demand here and there, and it's not very competitive in listing. There's only like basically like 2 to 3 sellers, which is what I kind of like to sell. I can basically mark up the price to however I want to determine if there's no other competing like sellers involved. But in most cases there are. So, and like I try to basically match it into this whatever the average price used to be in the past for this particular ranking. But as a customer, you should know this, because certain products that you're buying that are less competitive on the Amazon market, without you realizing, you might be paying for a lot of markups. And it is just sort of how it works, right? Like like I'm doing online retail arbitrage. This is very normal because you could have gone to the stores, to like local Walmart, and probably find similar products, and maybe you decided to make it's more convenient for someone else to find a product for you and list it online, and that's basically essentially what you're paying for. And this also relates to the second point that I want to mention, which is the expiration date. So as a seller, I know this information that if I want to sell a particular product, say a supplement for instance, I would need to ship to the Amazon fulfillment warehouse with an expiration date at least 4 months before the product expires. Just to give you a bit of an example, so if I want to ship I don't know, whatever supplement that has like 180 capsules or something, and you take that daily. So if the expiration date is under basically like 4 months or under, then perhaps you might be receiving a product that is about to expire without you knowing. And in relation to the buy box that I mentioned earlier, you could have certain products that are about to expire without knowing, because let's say if I'm the seller for that listing and I decide to list my price up higher than the other competitors, so maybe perhaps Amazon is one of the competitor, they sell out, somebody sell out and all those stuff, and my product has been in warehouse for well over a year, you could be receiving those products. So I just want to basically create this video not to, I don't know, like create some sort of hatred towards Amazon, but rather as an informative and educational videos for you to be a smarter consumer. And this is not necessarily Amazon's fault by all means, and also like this could happen on any other online purchases that you make as well, because if the price is not as competitive as other sellers on the listing, then you essentially might be receiving products that are more dated in terms of it being shipped to the warehouse sooner than other products that are already been sold out. So that's just something that you should know about. Lastly, if you do decide to shop on Amazon, you might want to consider shopping on, even if you don't pay for the Prime membership, you might want to look for the products that are shipped for Prime only, because you know that these are products that are being stored in your local country. So in this case, I'm in Canada, so I know that the products is in the Canadian fulfillment center. And if you look at some of the listings that has no Prime, and you might notice that some of the listing might have shipping dates that are well over a month, for instance. So I'm looking at certain products. Let's say I was looking at some bike repair tools, and they said it's gonna be shipped and arrive in July 21st or something. So I that's probably because those products are being shipped overseas, and 80 to 90% of the time it came from China. And there's nothing wrong with Chinese product, because actually a lot of products on Amazon came from China. But what I'm saying is, if you want to basically shop for those products, I would just go on AliExpress and shop all those Chinese product yourself without having to pay the extra expenses, because those sellers who listed the product on Amazon are paying a higher fee than the sellers that they probably list on AliExpress and other Chinese sort of website. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot one of the most important sort of reason to avoid Amazon, and that is product reviews. So how do I know this? Well, because I actually did something like this similar in the past before I become an Amazon seller, which is to review other products. And they're not entirely bad by all means, but some of the reviews on there are actually fake, because I used to do those review programs where basically the seller of the product would send me the products for free in exchange for a review. I tried to write the honest review to them, and I also know a number of them requested that you basically only give 5 stars review and feedback towards them, which I really hate, and I would just basically return the products. And so it's something to keep in mind, because as a seller, if you want to list some new products on Amazon, you basically be in the last page. Like any other search engine, you'll be in the last page, and your products will probably never been seen unless you advertise it one way or another. So getting reviews, and it gains a lot of consumer confidence to shop for your product, which there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just to keep in mind for you guys out there who want to shop on Amazon, because there could be a lot of fake reviews. And generally speaking, if you see a lot of photo reviews, they actually tend to be fake, because those are the ones that they kind of put extra effort to say oh, this product looks great and all that stuff. The ones that write pretty short and stuff tends to be the one that are genuine. That's just interesting tip to keep in mind. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I know it's a very controversial and very different topic to what I usually discuss, because I'm an Amazon seller myself, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.